2 Part 1 just hit the Netflix streaming service a week ago. As I said, this is a Part 1. So in this half, there are 4 episodes. And the back half of Season 2, which are also 4 more episodes, will hit Netflix on September 3rd. In Season 2, Part 1, it takes place after the events of what happened at the end of Season 1 of Wednesday. Wednesday returns to Nevermore, this time with her brother, Pugsley. Again, Wednesday, once again, is being played by Jenna Ortega. Pugsley, once again, is being played by Isaac Ordonez. Also back from the Season 1 are the parents, the Addams family themselves, when you have Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Addams and Gomez, played by Luis Guzman. But this time they have more than a guest spot. Morticia and Gomez live on the campus of Nevermore as they were being asked by the new principal of Nevermore, Principal Dorr, who's now played by Steve Buscemi, to become one of the shareholders and make sure they get bidders to get more donations to Nevermore. But the big plot is that Wednesday gets a premonition of a death of her close friend, her roommate Enid, who's once again played by Emma Myers. So it's again another murder mystery as she tries to realize who is targeting them and how she can stop them. Also back from Season 1 is Hunter Doohan as Tyler Galpin, Joy Sunday as Bianca Barclay, Musa Mustafa as Eugene. The show is, I said, 4 episodes. They're around an hour each. So welcome back, everyone, to a brand new TV show review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. We're talking Wednesday, Season 2, Part 1. So if you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie, TV show reviews, out-of-theater reactions. Every Monday, I do a box office breakdown show. Also, I do movie franchise ranking. So if you're new, please subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below. What are your thoughts on Wednesday Season 2, Part 1? Do you like that Netflix split this season in half, or would you rather have just had all 8 episodes right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the way Netflix is going about promoting the show and how they're releasing the show down in the comments. It's a very interesting conversation. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. It's the best way to help support YouTube creators like myself. We're trying to get seen by more people. A great way to do that is to hit that thumbs up button. So I also did my Wednesday Season 1 review 3 years ago. One of the most surprising shows, honestly, of my life. I grew up watching the 90s Addams Family movies, but they were never like these things that I have such love for. Like, I always enjoyed the Addams Family movies, but they're not something I'm very passionate about, the mythology and stuff like that. So when they announced a Wednesday show, I really wasn't that excited. But again, Jenna Ortega for me is, again, if you're not familiar with my channel, one of my favorite actresses in my top 6 or 7 actresses working today. And she became one of the most iconic TV performances ever as Wednesday Addams. And that show is a really great season of television, in my opinion. So I was very excited for Season 2. And I want to say this right off the bat with Wednesday Season 2, Part 1, before I go into the specifics, if the characters and the plot and the performances and things of that nature, I do think it was a mistake for Netflix splitting this into 2 parts because there's just not enough episodes here. And again, I'm not going to give a score at the end of this video because this is not a full season of television I'm reviewing. I'm just reviewing Part 1. But for example, I've watched a show like Ozark. Its last season was split into 2 parts, but if I'm not mistaken, that was 14 episodes. So you got 7 episodes and 7 episodes. So it really felt like you got 2 whole seasons of television. And when they're splitting Wednesday into 2, there's just not enough. It's 4 episodes, so it's 4 hours. And I just don't think it's enough episodes. I think if you're splitting shows into halves, I think you at least need like 12 to 14 episodes. So you at least get 6 episodes, or you get 7 or 8 episodes instead of 4, because you can tell they clearly knew ahead of time this is what was going to happen. So it feels like they're trying to obviously keep things, setting up things for Part 2, but also trying to feel like these 4 episodes have a beginning, middle, and an end. And I think the show at times can feel quite rushed at times because it's trying to at least finish some things off these 4 episodes so it feels at least satisfying to the viewer. But I just think from a release perspective, I just wish they released all 8 episodes at the same time. But again, with the actual thoughts, I thought this was another excellent start to Wednesday. Season 2 is off to a really good start. And I just love the murder mystery element of the show because you're blending in this murder mystery element with the mythology of the world, which is very Harry Potter like, where we're going to a school and it's all people who have these abilities and they are separate from society with, as they call in the show, normies, people without abilities. Um, and I think those two things go really well together. And once again, they do in season two. Now, it was also great in season two is you get the entire Addams family. There was really one main episode last season where you got the entire family together for a whole episode. They're really just guest spot cameo spots last season, and they are focal points in this season, especially the relationship between Wednesday and her mother Morticia, which is easily the best part of the show now. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Jenna Ortega are perfect as these characters. And Wednesday in this season, she's kind of battling her powers. They're sometimes working, but it's kind of letting her cry. And she wants to perfect these abilities, but Morticia sees her sister in her daughter and the way that her sister kind of got deranged after these powers. So he's trying to protect her, but Wednesday obviously wants to be able to do things and control things. So their dynamic is very fascinating, where they see a lot of things in each other, but also a lot of differences. And their dynamic was easily the best part, in my opinion, of these first four episodes. Um, I love Emma Myers. I love this cast is so good here. Joy Sunday is really good as well. Steve Buscemi as the new principal is also really good casting here. Just like season one with Gwendolyn Christie. Steve Buscemi, at times you can believe why people think he's this likable, cheerful, charismatic principal, but you also buy him as a guy who could be doing some sinister things. Thing is one of the MVPs of this series as well. And I think my favorite part, honestly, from a second favorite part from a plot perspective, was Wednesday saves the entire school last season from destruction. So when she comes back the next year, she's now seen as a savior, a hero. And especially in today's society of kids, you have all these people trying to take selfies of Wednesday when she comes back to school. She's kind of become a superstar at her school, which of course is the total opposite of what Wednesday wants to be doing in her life. She's opposed to being with people. And I think you, because of the setup last season with her dynamic with Enid, you really buy the stakes being so high that she cares so much about someone. Because again, Wednesday doesn't like to show how much she cares for people, but this whole season so far, she is really doing this all for Enid, making sure she is okay in this situation. Again, the ensemble is good, the score as well. Tim Burton and the creative team do a really good job with the production design. You can definitely tell things are a little bit more expensive with the sets and things of that nature, and the show looks really good here. But as I said, the issues for the show, they definitely tried to cram a little bit more than they probably wanted to because they were splitting off the season. So I feel like they were trying to rush to where they want to, again, leave some things satisfied for the audience member where they are happy with what they saw and they are excited for the next month until the next season, next part comes out, but also need to start setting things up for the final four episodes. So I think when the season is done as a whole, it'll feel a lot more really good. I think this season so far for me so far is just as good as season one. And I love season one, so I'm all here for more Wednesday. I just wish they released all 8 episodes at one time. So there were some rushed elements, and I do think there were a couple subplots that weren't for me. Pugsley's subplot wasn't the greatest, in my opinion. There were some other subplots. There were definitely a little bit too many things going on this season. Like, especially like Bianca stuff feels so forced in and just thrown in there for setup, not for actually a purpose in this part of the show. So that's my thoughts. I really love this show. I'm happy it's back. I just wish we did get all 8 episodes. So overall, that's my thoughts on Wednesday, season two, part one. Back in a month from now, I'll break down season two, part two in a non-spoiler, but also do a full spoiler review for the whole season. But I want to wait for that until the entire season is out. So again, September 3rd is when these new episodes will come out. So what are your thoughts on Wednesday season two, part two? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you excited for part two? Let me know down in the comments, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.